Back in 2005, Marvel Comics posed a truly terrifying question. What if our heroes kept their powers but lost their conscience? The answer, as many of us remember, was a 5-issue bloodbath, a visceral, no-holds-barred horror show that culminated with a silver-clad Hulk of all people, literally vomiting up a planet. Can you even imagine? It was a groundbreaking, stomach-churning concept that flipped everything we knew about our beloved superheroes on its head. Fast forward 20 years, and Disney Plus is about to unleash its own take on this nightmare with Marvel Zombies, a 4-part animated miniseries. And get this, it's for adults only. The series has officially been rated TVMA, a first for Marvel Studios animation, which tells you everything you need to know about the kind of brutal, unhinged storytelling we're about to get. They've even moved the premiere date up to September 24th, 2025, so you can binge all 4 episodes before Halloween, which, let's be honest, is perfect timing. The trailers? Oh, they look absolutely savage. We're talking zombie Thanos with a gauntlet, a truly terrifying Scarlet Witch tearing people apart, and our newcomer, Kamala Khan, dodging a Captain America shield that definitely isn't trying to protect her. This isn't your kid's Saturday morning cartoon. This is Marvel pushing boundaries, delivering on the promise of a truly mature take on superhero horror. So, let's dive deep into the original comic event, explore how What If cleverly rewrote some of the rules, and then lay out our 3 biggest theories for where Phase 6 could possibly go once Earth's mightiest heroes become Earth's hungriest.
Whoa, that's how you do that then.
Wow. Let's rewind to where it all started. The original Marvel Zombies limited series, penned by The Walking Dead creator Robert Kirkman and brought to gruesome life by artist Sean Phillips, didn't pull any punches from the very first page. It actually spun out of a storyline in Ultimate Fantastic Four where a zombified Reed Richards tricked his counterpart from another reality. Kirkman, known for his unflinching approach to horror, then took the reins and ran with it. It all began with a single infected sentry, one bite, and within minutes, Iron Man, Cap, Hawkeye, and Thor were infected. The virus didn't just kill, it amplified. Speed, strength, intelligence, still intact. But the moral compass? Gone. The darkest fall came from Hank Pym. He hid his bite, not to save himself, but to study the virus. And when he ran out of food, he strapped Black Panther to a lab table, carving him alive piece by piece for weeks. Magneto tried to resist, but was torn apart by zombified Thor and Giant Man. Even Reed Richards, humanity's greatest mind, fell. He let the Human Torch roast survivors alive, just to tenderize the meat. And then came the Silver Surfer. The zombies swarmed him, cracked open his skull, and devoured the power cosmic. When Galactus arrived, they leapt down his throat, ripped out his organs, and feasted. 1 year later, they set off into space, riding Galactus's corpse like a buffet table. The final words, "We're still hungry, we'll always be hungry." The MCU's version of this story, first introduced in What If? Season 1, Episode 5, flips the entry point dramatically. Instead of a mysterious infected sentry, it's a quantum virus, a microscopic organism discovered by Hank Pym. Hope Van Dyne, shrinking down, unknowingly carries it on her suit. When she resizes, the virus travels through the quantum tunnel back to her father's lab. 1 bite later, Hank becomes patient 0. The speed of the outbreak is just as terrifying. Within a single episode, the Avengers are dead. But now, the mechanics of the plague fit neatly into the MCU's burgeoning multiverse logic, rather than just a random space virus. The upcoming TVMA animated series will maintain this canon. Brian Andrews, the showrunner, has already confirmed that the quantum virus is our anchor point across realities. But here's a key difference, and it's a crucial one for the upcoming series. Zombies in the What If episode, and likely in the new show, retain enough intellect to use their powers and tech, but not quite enough for complex strategy. Think about it. Zombie Iron Man can pilot his armor, but he forgets to charge his arc reactor. Zombie Doctor Strange still conjures portals, but he opens them into space, inadvertently sucking out his allies. It's a subtle but important distinction. The comics' zombies are cunning, almost philosophical in their hunger, debating their actions even as they commit atrocities. The MCU zombies, on the other hand, are almost like animals with accessories, powerful, dangerous, but operating on instinct more than malice. This shift allows the focus to remain on the human survivors, a dynamic that was also present in the What If episode. And now, with the TVMA rating, the show can fully embrace the gore and intensity that the What If episode, being part of a broader, tamer anthology, had to hold back on. If you're enjoying this deep dive into the gruesome corners of the Marvel multiverse, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You'll be the first to get our full breakdown as soon as Disney Plus drops those 4 gore-filled episodes. Kamala Khan is our new POV survivor. The original comics gave us a revolving door of survivors, from Magneto to Black Panther, and even a crippled one-legged Spider-Man. But for the new Disney Plus series, all signs point to Kamala Khan, Ms. Marvel herself, as our primary point of view character. It's a smart move, really. Iman Vellani, who reprises her role, has already proven she can break the fourth wall in Ms. Marvel, so expect her to narrate the moral collapse she witnesses in heroes she once idolized. Imagine the emotional weight of seeing her childhood heroes transformed into monsters. Vellani even confirmed that Kamala is essentially the Frodo of the story, suggesting she carries a heavy burden and moral compass throughout the series. Trailers show Kamala forming a makeshift family unit with other survivors like Red Guardian, Kate Bishop, and Yelena Belova. What makes Kamala particularly suited for this role? Her stretchy, light constructs can cage zombies without her needing to make direct, bloody contact, making her the perfect non-lethal protagonist in a show where everyone else has no choice but to carve their way through old friends. It positions her as a beacon of hope and a moral center in an otherwise bleak landscape. Zombie Scarlet Witch is the final boss. This one gives me chills, folks. Elizabeth Olsen is among the confirmed cast members, but here's the interesting bit. She's not listed as Wanda Maximoff in the press releases. She's credited only as Scarlet Witch. Promotional posters and trailer snippets show a crowned, half-rotting face, and there's a whispered line, chillingly delivered with a broken Sokovian accent, "No more flesh." This isn't just a powerful zombie. This is something far more sinister. The theory here is that she's not merely infected, she's actively using her chaos magic to puppet the horde. Those red glows in the eyes of many zombies seen in the trailer, that could be her magical influence, meaning the zombies aren't just infected, they're spellbound, extensions of her will. If this holds true, the series might end by making Wanda a cosmic-level antagonist, potentially setting up a truly terrifying Avengers, DDSW, Doctor Strange and Doom vs. Scarlet Witch, where they have to fight a zombified Scarlet Witch who still has the Darkhold spells memorized. Talk about a multiversal threat. The Infinity Stones return through zombie Thanos, but as a curse, not a solution. Now, this is a twist that could have massive implications for the broader multiverse saga. The what if? Episode ended on a terrifying cliffhanger, zombie Thanos opening a stone-studded gauntlet, but with the stones themselves appearing cracked. Our prediction is that the 4-episode arc will follow the surviving heroes chasing a desperate rumor that the Time Stone can rewind the plague, offering a glimmer of hope. They embark on a perilous journey to Titan, only to find Thanos already turned, a skeletal Titan, yet the shards of the stones are still embedded in his gauntlet. But here's the horrifying twist. The Infinity Stones themselves are infected. Any hero who tries to use them, hoping for a cure or a solution, doesn't just gain power. They become patient zero for a fresh, new universe-ending plague. The series ends not with a cure, but with a terrifying countdown, as zombie Thanos, now wielding the corrupted multiversal power of the infected stones, teleports into the anchor reality. The screen cuts to black, leading directly into an Avengers doomsday film where Doctor Doom and Reed Richards, perhaps from different realities, race against time to stop a trans-universe chain reaction. It would be a cosmic nightmare, truly showcasing the destructive potential of the multiverse. Got a different theory? Think we missed something crucial? Drop it in the comments below. The best ones might even get pinned and could actually predict how Marvel Studios uses this show to seed the next multiverse war. The original Marvel Zombies comic run ends on a profoundly cosmic downer note. The zombies, having consumed Galactus, become immortal, lose all their flesh, and yet still hear the insatiable hunger echoing in their heads forever. It's an existential dread that Marvel Studios, even with a TVMA rating, is unlikely to fully replicate in its purest, most nihilistic form. However, the trailer already shows blood on a Captain America shield, which is a far cry from what we ever thought Disney would allow. This TVMA rating isn't just for show, it means the series is designed to not pull its punches, delivering authentic horror. If the show truly respects the spirit of the comics, we're in for a survivor group smaller and more desperate than the Suicide Squad, a Galactus-level threat that gets eaten within 20 minutes of screen time, and a closing image that will undoubtedly make us question whether heroism means anything when every virtue is just a few bites away from cannibalism. Mark your calendars. September 24th, 2025. 4 episodes, 1 weekend, and a franchise that may finally prove that even Marvel zombies can die, they just never ever stay dead.